Guys, this is my first nail video in my new apartment. Hello guys! Long time no see. Actually, I did a makeup video, but that was like, I had a different background, it was a whole different situation. This is gonna be like my nail video situation. I don't know, I may tweak a little bit, but this is the situation that I've got going on right now. So, what's up guys? Long time no see, besides those other videos. And I'm glad I'm finally back and consistently posting. So today is gonna be my first spring swatches of the year, yay! No, that's not true. I did Deborah Lippman's spring swatches. I've got like the little pieces of paper right here because I couldn't remember the names. So we are swatching two collections from Zoya today. We've got the Kisses collection, which is a trio of pastel jellies. And then we've got the Thrive collection. So it's just like super springy, purpley, pinky, bluish shades here. And yeah, we're gonna do that. So let's start off with the Kisses collection. So that is the pastel jellies. Basically they're just like a very sheer wash of color on your nails. I'll show you guys what it looks like with one coat and what it looks like with two coats so that you can sort of see how that looks. And yeah, I think this is just gonna be like a big trend for spring, or it already is a big trend for spring because I'm seeing a lot of it and I'm actually into it. I didn't think I would be, but I do like it. So let me show you guys those swatches. So as always, I am going to start off with my base coat. You guys already know that I'm using my Cuccio base coat. I will link that down in the description so you guys can check that out if you're interested, but I basically use it all the time. So we are starting off with Zoya Princess. This is probably the most opaque out of the three, and it's like a classic, super bright, cool toned pink. On the first coat, you can see it is still pretty sheer, and then on the second coat, it actually ends up being almost fully opaque. It still has that jelly formula, so it's super high gloss even without top coat, and it definitely has that like squishy feel that is typical of a jelly polish. Oh, and also guys, just so you know, sorry about my cuticles. They're a little ravaged right now from this weather. Don't mind them. Next up we have Libby, and this is like a soft lilac jelly. Again, same type of formula. This one's actually a little bit more sheer. So on the first coat, you can see it's just, like I said, a really light wash of color. It almost is just like a tint on your nails. And then when you throw on that second color, it turns out to be a lot more opaque, but it still has that jelly sort of feel to it. So it's very squishy and it's a very, very glossy. And last but not least, in this mini collection here, we have Vicky. This is a really, really muted, almost gray lavender shade, and this is the most sheer of all of them. So when you throw on that first coat, it almost just seems a very sheer gray base. And then once you throw on that second color, it's still super sheer. It reminds me of those OPI soft shades. I kind of wish that the others were this sheer, but I think this one's absolutely gorgeous. This is probably my favorite out of all three. Okay, so yeah, like I said, I feel like I'm really into it. I know it's definitely different from what's been going on, but I don't know, it's something new, it's kind of exciting, and I just like the idea of having like a nice sheer wash of color on my nails. I feel like it's a nice palette cleanser. So yeah, anyway, the second collection from Zoya this spring is the Thrive collection. It's a collection of 6 different polishes, so let me show you guys those. Okay, first up we have Monroe, and this is a super hot warm toned pink cream. This is the exact Zoya formula that I have come to know and love. It is totally nice, super glossy, fully opaque in 2 coats. It's pretty much opaque in the first coat, but I wanted to throw in a second coat anyway. This is actually a lot brighter than I thought would be in a spring collection. This is more of like a bam summer color, but you know what? I really like it, so I'm into it. It's nice for like if you're really craving that warmer weather, this is the color to go for. Next up is Brandy, and this is a really warm toned bright pink color. Again, this is a cream, pretty much opaque in the first coat, but I did throw on a second just to show you guys what it looks like, and this one is another amazing formula. I'm totally in love with it. If you guys are ready to see me paint probably the sloppiest I've ever painted on my channel, check it out. I don't know why I even just flooded my cuticle with the second coat, but it's okay. Cleaned it up. We're all good. This is what the color looks like. I am totally into it. Next up we have Truth. I don't know if that's the correct pronunciation. Some of these names, I'm just like, I have no idea how to pronounce this. Anyway, this is a dusty lavender shade. It's almost like a little bit darker than it seems in the bottle, and it's got that nice dusty quality to it. Like I said, this is a really great transitional shade from, I was gonna say spring into summer, from winter into spring, and it is fully opaque in 2 coats, and it's just a nice classic color. Then we have Haruko. This is probably my favorite out of the Thrive collection. It is a super nice, super light purple shade, and it's got this really intense purple shimmer running throughout it. It is a tiny bit more sheer than the other polishes in this collection. I ended up doing 2 coats. You might want to do a third, just depending on how thick your coats are, and if you have a longer nail and more visible nail line, you might want to throw on that third coat, but I ended up doing 2, and I think it looks just fine. So you can see why this is my favorite. It's the brightest and it's the most cheerful, and it's, I don't know, it's springy and pretty. Next up we have Darby. This is a really muted light blue color, and it's got this really intense blue shimmer in it. You actually really can't see it too well on the nail unless the light is hitting it. I think it's still a really pretty color. Again, this is one of those more wintry shades to me, so I feel like this is like good when you're still in colder part of spring, but I don't know if I would necessarily wear it as it gets warmer. But either way, perfect formula. It is fully opaque in 2 coats, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And last but not least, we have another shade that I can't pronounce. We're gonna go with Liesel for this. Anyway, this is a super sheer shade. I honestly don't even know how to describe it. It is definitely a topper, but it's got like a glittery duochromatic shimmer to it. There's some really intense color in here. This is what it looks like with 2 coats on its own, but I also wanted to show you what it looks like over a color. I imagine this would probably have a totally different effect over any color, but I'm showing you over black, and it has that crazy, insane galaxy effect. You guys know how I feel about galaxies. I'm definitely gonna do a galaxy manicure with this. It is absolutely gorgeous. Look at this. It's like, what is this? It's totally different than on the bottle. Am I right? I would just wear this over black any day. Yeah, overall really liking these colors. You know, the formula is classic Zoya. I love the Zoya everything basically. I know it's a little bit of a higher price point, but I do feel like it's definitely worth it because they do last a really long time. They are free. It's like a crazy list. It's 10 free. So it's free of formaldehyde resin, butyl phthalate, toluene, camphor, TPHP, parabens, xylene, ethyl tosalamide, and lead. So definitely cool. It also says it's vegan friendly, and they say 7 to 10 days of wear. Everybody tells me that it lasts like 10 days on them. I don't know if it's just the base and top coat I'm using, but I never find that it lasts more than like 5 days on me. But I don't know, I feel like I should try different base and top coats because everybody tells me that Zoya lasts like 10 days on them. So I'll let you guys know about that. I never really test things for wear. You guys may notice that. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this first swatch video. Again, I'm really sorry that my cuticles aren't in great condition, but I did warn you in my last video that I've kind of been struggling because the humidity is super different here and my hands are just dry. I like have lotion literally everywhere. That should have been my fun fact, and I still like just can't keep my hands moisturized enough. Hoping that the weather will get like a little bit warmer. It's actually gonna snow tomorrow, which is like the first day of spring. It's still snowing in spring in New Jersey. Why is that happening? Let me know in the comments which collection you like better or what you think of the pastel jellies. Maybe I'll put a poll up. I've been liking these polls lately. Do you guys like these polls? Maybe I should put a poll up that's like, do you guys like the polls? Anyway, that's it. If you guys aren't already subscribed to my channel, definitely subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you can see when I post new videos. We've got new videos on Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Usually it's nail art on Sundays, and then I just go with wherever the wind takes me on Tuesdays and Fridays. So that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. All right, my fun fact today. I feel like I'm about to just put my whole foot in my mouth, but my fun fact is that spring is my least favorite nail polish season. Like, you know, every season new nail polishes come out, and I feel like spring is just the worst. And I know that's probably terrible to say right after I just reviewed a spring collection. Like, I don't know, I love wearing pastels and I like these types of colors. I just feel like when they're all together and that's all you're getting for the whole spring with like muted pastel colors, I'm just like, oh, can't wait for like summer brights or like vampy fall. Like those are my seasons. Spring, not so much. I mean, I'm probably biased because I love nail polish. Like I'm really, like I just love all nail polish. You guys may notice that in my swatch and reviews. It's hard for me to dislike a polish, but I don't know, spring is just like the most boring colors. That's why I'm excited about the pastel jellies, because I feel like that's like a cool, different thing. Let me know what you guys think. What's your favorite, great question, answer this in the comments. What is your favorite season for nail polish? Mine, 100% fall. Fall nail polish is the best. Okay, talk to you guys later.